You see? You can do it when you want to. Nice places like this have to be earned, Nicky. I've got girls queuing up for flats like this. So back to work then, eh? There's a good girl.
Emergency, which service?
Pat, I've changed my mind.
No, you haven't.
I have.
Sign the statement. Come on. Ducky spent all the week typing this out. You can only do one finger, can't you? That's true.
And a week is long enough to change my mind. He'll be round in a minute to pick up the rent.
Sign the statement. We'll pick him up straightway. He won't get past the front door. I promise. Right, let's go through this again so we're clear.
Hurry up, please.
David Hinckley is charging me rent of £1,000 a week. I am charged extra for heating, electricity and laundry. In total, I believe that David Hinckley is making in excess of £50,000 a year from my earnings as a prostitute.
Probably.
Yes or no?
You won't stop him.
I will if you sign the statement.
The reason I called you was because he raped me.
Nicky, it's not because I don't take it seriously. It's because the CPS will never risk going to court with that alone.
Oh, because you can't rape a prostitute.
We stand a much better chance of conviction if we go for living on immoral earnings.
You don't understand, do you?
Hinckley's on the move again, heading your way.
Yeah, okay. All right, boss.
You'll have to go.
I thought you had more sense, Nicky. I really did. I'm not going to give up on you.
be fine. So does that happen a lot then?
All the time. Either that or we get them to court and they don't turn up. Hinckley's got her right where he wants her.
What happened?
You owe me a tenner, Joe. She wouldn't sign. When Hinckley goes, just follow him home.
Will do.
Please, David. I wasn't well enough to work.
I told you what would happen if you couldn't pay the rent.
I'm trying.
You're not though, are you? You've lost interest. You're going there.
But I'm feeling better now. I'll soon make it up.
Too late. I want you out of here tonight.
See you in a while. Bye. Good evening, Fabric Hotel.
Wow. Nice? It's beautiful. Bottle of champagne, please. Yeah, fine.
Drayton Mansions.
Thanks. This isn't its normal way home.
Stay with him.
Cheryl again, boss. Hinckley doesn't seem to be going home.
Okay, follow him, see where he's going.
Hello?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yes, now go away.
First floor.
Yeah. Got him.
Yeah? Service block.
Yeah. And guess what service Hinckley's getting?
300? 400,000? What do you reckon for a place like that?
We're in the wrong job, mate.
Can you still see him?
Not at the moment. He's still in there, though.
Keep in touch.
Yeah, will do.
Christening tomorrow.
Yep.
Many going?
Keeping it small.
Oh, just the believers then, eh?
Cheryl, you were invited.
I know, it's just churches.
So what are you going to do when you have kids?
I don't know. Wait till they're old enough to make up their own minds, I suppose. Perhaps I'll let her a little cardie instead. Oh.
Hello. Vice, we're looking at one of these flats. What's going on?
Domestic, I think. Number 8, please.
First floor. You go in, I'll check the car park.
Yeah. Anything else?
Just a woman saying she'd been assaulted. What were you doing outside anyway?
She managed to call the emergency services. Hinckley got away, I'm afraid. I couldn't stop him. It's over to the left, boss.
Valerie Cook. Address in Norwood. So what were you two doing when this was going on?
Well, we got some very good shots of Hinckley at the window. He was looking out.
What, were you two sat and watched?
That is what you asked us to do.
That is what I asked you to do. I want Hinckley arrested. But again, I want you to stay in the background. Don't show out, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
We'll let the local Nick deal with it.
It's handy for us, though, isn't it? Now we can do him for murder.
If Nicky had signed that statement, he wouldn't have had the opportunity to do it, would he?
Due to the health lobby, fish and chips had become forbidden foods. But you can't keep a good tradition down. And now the poshest restaurants are happy to serve you.
David Hinckley. I need to speak to you. This is getting serious.
Daddy?
For God's sake, contact me. Come to the house as soon as you get this message.
Where's your mum?
Asleep, of course. What's wrong?
Nothing.
I'm fine. I want you to post this for me, second class.
Why are you posting it to yourself?
Just do it. Don't tell your mum.
Where are you taking him? Dad! Dad!
Stay there. It's a mistake. I've already phoned my solicitor, so don't worry.
Would you have thought, you know, that Hinckley was capable of that?
Not at all. I thought he was more of a businessman. Now he's behaving like some kind of street corner ponce.
Someone's still up.
Mr. Cook.
Yeah?
Sorry to trouble you so late. Please. Can we come in?
She did escort work.
Was that for an agency?
No.
Who for, then?
Somewhere in Soho. I lost my job, you see. We needed the money. Do you know who did it?
Not for certain.
I can't sleep till she gets in, you know? I always wait up for her.
Did she say who she was meeting tonight? Whereabouts?
No.
Might she have mentioned Drayton Mansions, Bayswater?
No.
A man named David Hinckley?
Is he the one who did it?
What about a diary? Appointment book?
No. I didn't want to know anything about what she did.
must have had some idea.
I never asked her where she went. I didn't know who she was with. I didn't know where she was. It was 4 in the morning sometimes when she came in, and I could smell it on her. This is where I slept. I didn't want to be near her. I couldn't even touch her anymore.
Where have you been?
I went to your house first. You haven't made a statement, have you?
Of course I haven't. Why do you think I called you?
Yeah, he's got his hands full now. 2 kids to look after. Still, I suppose in a way it's no different from what David Hinkley does, is it? Living off immoral earnings. I mean, he knew what she was doing.
It is totally different.
You 2 can go home now.
Yes, boss.
Was that us done then?
It's a murder inquiry now.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Emmett will take over in the morning.
Boss, Superintendent Callard wants to see you. He's in the custody office.
Did she have any kids?
1 of each. 4 and 6.
Boss,
What you got?
it's the calls logged to emergency services. Doesn't add up.
What time you got Hinkley arriving at the flat?
11 o'clock. The victim called emergency services at 1:45.
That's 50 minutes earlier. She must have been attacked before Hinkley even got there. He didn't do it.
He says, you come in here giving it back. Chapel! I've just been hearing how you lot almost prevented a murder.
Almost, yeah.
So why aren't you charging your prisoner then?
Oh, I'm doing it by the book now, sir. We'll wait till Emmett gets here in the morning. He's entitled to some sleeping time, isn't he?
Of course he is. No, you take it easy. I think we should all take a leaf out of your book.
Not with you.
The Vice Unit's laid-back approach to policing the capital. Somebody gets battered to death, you got time to relax, take a few steps to the building, man in custody, but there's no rush, is there?
Can I go now?
Would you call that a sort of Buddhist attitude?
Well, come on, spit it out then.
I think you should have told him the truth.
What, have Hinkley released?
Look, I know this is embarrassing for us.
Yeah, it is embarrassing. But this way we can get a head start over Emmett. By the time they get themselves sorted out, we can at least have somewhere to save face.
Look, how are we going to find the punter, or whoever it was that did it at this time of night?
I'm not convinced it was the punter who killed her. Look, I don't bloody know. All I know is that Hinkley was there minutes after it happened. So he's involved somehow. Okay, we've got 6 hours. Now, you and Cheryl check out the minicab firm she used.
Yeah.
I know which firm it is. I got hold of this.
Oh, thank you. Now, Douglas, can you check out the flat? You know how long she lived there, who owned it, etc.?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Boss, you haven't forgotten this morning, have you? St. Matthew's?
But, oh, no. No, of course not.
Only it's not the sort of thing I can cancel.
No. Well, I don't have to make a big speech or anything, do I?
No, you just have to do the right thing. In the eyes of God.
Well, that was interesting. You've been under surveillance. Have the police been sniffing around any of the flats?
Not as far as I know.
Well, you're always telling me these girls can be trusted. I hope you're right.
Nicky, it's me, Pat Chappell. Did Hinckley ever mention a woman called Valerie Cook?
Nope. Never seen her before.
She's a working girl. She knows David Hinckley.
I don't know how many girls he's got.
This woman is dead. She was murdered last night. Hinckley was at her flat shortly after he left you. Come on now, concentrate. Look at her. She's a mother. She's got 2 kids. Nicky!
Stop doing this to me, please! I wanted a baby.
What do you mean?
I was carrying his baby, but he wouldn't let me keep it.
Hinckley?
When he found out, he took me to a clinic. They don't tell you what's actually going to happen. But I had the baby properly. It was in the toilets of this place where I went. I was on my own in the toilets. And you could see what it was. And it was dead.
When did this happen?
About 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my God.
Then afterwards, I couldn't work. I was still sore and I was bleeding and I couldn't get my head straight for working. And he came round and said I was just being lazy. And why wasn't I making any money? He said I had to start working again. And that if I could do it with him, I could do it with anybody. But it was still rape. Why do you think I called you?
Morning. Police officers.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to stay. I'm all right now.
I'm not in a hurry.
No home to go to?
Well, whatever.
Pat, I did know Valerie Cook.
Where did you first meet her?
At the Radbrook Hotel. She said she'd worked with David before. He had a lot of flats. He offered me this one. It seemed like a good deal, so I took it. I can't believe she would have gone with a punter who was going to turn on her. She was too clever for that.
I don't believe it was a punter who killed her.
Did David kill her?
No. Do you have any ideas who might have killed her?
No. Your wife must hate you spending all your time with girls like me.
That's why she's not my wife anymore.
No children?
No.
Anyone else?
There was someone once. But it wasn't going anywhere. It couldn't. So. Are you going to help me to put David Hinckley away? We'll find you a safe house.
Hello? Yes. Can I ask where you saw the card?
Oh, Nicky.
I need the money. Okay, well, we're just round the corner from there. The young girl's 18 years old. She's got a beautiful 38, 26, 34 figure. Offers a full range of services, and prices start at £100. Yeah? Okay. Would you like some more details?
She was a lovely girl, you know. Really lovely. I was always telling her what she did was dangerous. She said it was all right as long as I was outside waiting. She felt safer, knowing I was in the car.
Did she have any reason to be afraid?
Well, once or twice she said she thought someone might have been following her. It happens in their business.
I've already been back twice, but she won't leave.
I'll sort it.
Hello?
I'm sorry, madam, but we do ask guests to check out by 11 o'clock on the day of departure.
Well, someone's coming to collect me.
In which case I'll have to ask you to wait downstairs.
Yeah. No, I've got all that. Thank you. Yes. Scene of the murder, owned by Mr. David Hinckley.
Well done.
Right, when's the boss back?
No idea. Don't worry, you can tell him yourself, Mr. Ambitious.
Me, I'm a team player, Cheryl, same as you.
Good.
We've got our special skills, though, haven't we?
Oh, have we?
Of course you have. You're a woman.
There's two types of people in this job, Dougie. The ones who like to keep a little bit of distance and the ones who get involved. And that's got nothing to do with what's between your legs.
OK. Well, I'm in the first lot.
That's probably the better career move.
Thank you.
Sir?
I've got Detective Chief Inspector Boucher from Amit downstairs. He wants to get going with Hinckley. Where's your boss?
He's interviewing a prostitute, then I think he's going to church, sir.
Do you, in the name of this child, renounce the devil and all his works?
I renounce them all.
Renounce them all. We receive this child, Ruth, Sasha, into the congregation of God's flock, and do sign her with the sign of the cross, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, Shirley. Oh. Hi. Are you Pat Chappell?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Christina Weir, the other godparent.
Of course.
Yeah. I did some work for the Met. Occupational health. Although we don't get many referrals from the Vice unit.
Yeah, well, that'll be because I don't refer anyone.
You'd have met Christina last night if you'd come to see the vicar when you were supposed to.
Ah, I'm sorry, Shirley.
Oh, no, did you have Joe out all night?
Come on, you, Joe and the baby.
Yeah. Joe. She's asleep now. Any news from the minicab driver?
First stop was the Radbrook Hotel.
Again? That's where Nicky first met Hinckley. Did he say who she met there?
No, but he said it was probably a punter.
No, I'm not convinced.
Then Drayton Mansions?
Anything else?
Only that she thought she was being followed.
Hold it, please.
Oh, no. Chapel. Yes, Cheryl. No, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll be there.
DCI Boucher from Amit.
Hello.
He's been waiting rather a long time to interview David Hinckley. So perhaps you could help him out.
I'm this close from charging him with living on immoral earnings.
What about the murder?
We can't do him for that.
Why not?
Because he isn't guilty. He arrived at the flat after the victim was killed.
So I've been hanging around here for nothing?
How long have you known about this?
Sorry.
Well, if and when you do come up with something,
No doubt you get in touch.
Sorry about this. You've been taking the piss out of me.
Release Hinckley.
No, hold on. Hold on. Look, I'm really close here. You've had him arrested for murder.
I know this man. I've had him under observation for a week.
Observation? You two were sat outside scratching their asses while a woman's being killed.
We were under orders not to show.
You call that observation? It's a disgrace.
I have an opportunity here to do Hinckley for living on immoral earnings and find out who killed this woman. Now, if you release Hinckley, you could wreck my chances of both.
If you hadn't been wasting your time knobbing slappers, Chapel, you'd have had this sorted out. I know what it's like, Pat. You get offered a quickie, you're not going to turn it down, are you? You know what your problem is? You can't relate to women, well, not normal women. That's why you spend all your time with tarts. What was it this morning? A young'un? Or do you go for the old dogs, eh? I can smell you from here, Chapel!
Get off.
David.
Come on. So sorry about this. Come on, Nicky.
David, I'm doing what you wanted me
How
to
did
do.
I know you'd still be here?
But I'm working. I'll soon make it up.
Too late.
I'll be able to pay you.
Pack your bags, you're leaving.
Oh, no, it's bloody engaged!
Tash, the parcel, did you post it?
Yes?
Good girl.
Get round there.
And then what?
Find her a place to stay. I want Nicky safe from David Hinckley.
I know. I'm sorry. There's just no sign of her.
Why are you doing this to me, David? Why?
Told you decent places cost money. Let's see if you can afford this.
Give me a cuddle, Dave. Come on.
Dougie? That's right. What happened? Get tired of wearing a uniform? Joining vice, I mean.
No. No, I just, I want to try something different, get a different perspective on things.
One little tip. Do you mind?
No.
It's a very small world, Vice Unit. Secretive. People go in there, never come out. Well, not in the same way, anyway.
Well, you know, I don't know how long I'll stay.
That's right. Keep your options open. Chapel's a very dedicated copper. For 18 years of looking at mucky books. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Your loyalty's to the job. So if, say, a senior officer asks for a favour, chances are you're going to be bumping into that officer for the rest of your career. Everything comes around, doesn't it?
Oh, there you are. Come on, you put that one. Come on now.
You got a different colour?
Yes, very funny. You got a girlfriend, Dougie?
Yeah.
How does she feel about you working in Vice?
Oh, no problem. No, she's cool about it. Anyway, you know, she knows what I'm like.
What are you like?
Don't play around.
There she is.
Hi, Pat.
Sophie, this is Dougie. He's working with me at the moment.
How'd you do?
I just got to go and talk to reception. Do you mind if he just asks you a few questions?
No, I haven't got long, though. Got to meet the punter from hell in a minute.
Yeah.
Would you like a drink, sir?
Nah, nothing for me, thanks, love. No. So, who's the punter from hell?
Well, he's not really that bad, as long as I keep him on a tight lead, in a manner of speaking.
Yeah. Do you recognise her?
Yeah, I've seen her before.
Whereabouts?
In here, could you not be so obvious with it?
Sorry. Did you see her last night?
I was in Paris last night.
Really?
Thank you.
Good evening, reception. One moment, sir. I'll put you through to room service.
David Hinckley, I'm meeting a Miss Carla Martin.
Mr. Hinckley,
Keep your voice down.
I thought you were coming for me last night. They threw me out of my room. I've been sitting here for ages.
I'll sort the bill out on behalf. Well, don't worry, just a mix-up, that's all.
The reason men come to me, Dougie, is because I'm in control. That's what they like.
Really?
Sorry, Sophie. That man over there talking to the young girl. David Hinckley. Do you know him?
No. She's out of her depth in here, though.
That's what I thought.
And you're not the first person to ask me about David Hinckley.
Really? Who was the first?
Chap in his late 20s, early 30s, 6'1", dark hair. Fancied himself, bit of a wannabe gangster.
Anything else?
No, that's it. Except he had the nerve to ask me if I needed looking after. Sorry. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Who's she talking about?
I don't know. Maybe Valerie Cook was right. Maybe she was being followed. Anyway, now you can drive me home. And And then you can drive yourself home. To your girlfriend. 68 and 69. 14. No. Yeah, no, 4. Yeah, and 2 poppadom, please. Thank you. It's flat A, 16 Nellor Street, please. Thank you.
You forgot this.
Oh.
It's a christening scroll. There was one for each of the godparents.
Well, come in. Why don't you? Ew. Well, it should go very nicely with the wallpaper. Can I get you a drink?
Oh, yeah, I'll have one, please, thanks.
So, who is it you work for?
The occupational health unit?
Ah, so you're a nurse then?
No. I'm a psychiatrist. Dr. Weir. Christina?
Jeff, what brings you here?
Thought this might be of some use. It's a list of flats Vice had under observation the night she was killed. Thought it might help. Keep it under your hat, though. You know what Chapel can be like about sharing information.
You have one new message. David, it's Nikki. Look, I'm still in Waterloo, but I'm not staying here. And if you really loved me, you wouldn't make me. Please, David.
It's lovely, Dave.
I told you, this is probably my best flat. Now, you've got 2 bedrooms. If you're organised, you should be able to run both at once. Offer them a drink. Let them watch a video. If they're wired by the time they get in the bedroom, they won't last so long, and you've earned 100 quid. I'll supply you laundry, condoms, tissues, baby oil. You'll, keep the place nice for me, won't you?
What happened to the last girl who worked here?
Nikki? Oh, she only works 6 months in a year. She's in the Seychelles now, on holiday.
Yeah?
Police.
Get that.
Nikki Jeffries?
No.
I believe she's been working here, helping a colleague of mine in the Vice unit. Inspector Chapel?
Nikki's on holiday. She's in the Seychelles.
Well, when she comes back, perhaps you could get her to give me a call.
Okay.
So, do you like living alone?
No, I hate it. Why? Is that a symptom?
You're very blunt, aren't you?
Well, says misunderstanding. You haven't answered my question.
Well, some people might say it's a bit obsessional to bring your work into the kitchen.
Well, I'm glad I'm not one of your patients.
Why is that a bit too close to the truth?
That's a lot of old bollocks. My father used to thrash me for not doing my homework.
Oh, actually, an authoritarian father is perfect for a copper.
And you know a lot about coppers, do you?
Well, I spend a lot of time listening to them.
Only the ones who go for early retirement.
Oh, I see. So big boys don't cry?
No. No, it's just that 10 years ago, when it was a force, not a service, People used to retire with a bad back. It's a hard world.
I know. And I deal with the results.
You should take a look at the causes.
I'd like to.
You should come down to the station sometime.
I will. When?
Anytime you like. We've nothing to hide. Thank you. How much is that?
£12, please, mate.
Yeah, keep the change.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, well, I better go.
Well, there's enough for two.
Yeah, all right.
Who are you? I'm sorry, I was looking for someone.
Who?
Are you Nikki? I'm Natasha. Natasha Hinckley. You telephoned my dad. Are you his girlfriend?
You're joking.
So what is this exactly?
What does it look like? Look, you can't stay here.
Nikki!
Go to the toilet for me. Go on, while I get rid of you. Go on!
You let me down, Nikki.
What do you mean? I haven't done anything, Dave. Honestly, I haven't.
What did you tell the police, eh? Answer me, you stupid little gout.
Tell me! You didn't tell him anything. Oh!
Kill you, Nikki!
Please, please, David, don't hurt me!
I can't find anything. Where are the forks?
Hello. Yeah. Yes, Dougie. Whereabouts?